In this video, I just want to start talking about the things I've been getting out of reading Atomic Habits. What's going on, guys? Armando Gong here, back with another video, here to have the right conversations to us leading our best lives. If you have not done so, please click the subscribe button and click the notification bell to find out whenever I push out new videos. If you've been following my channel at all, you know that I love making these conversations, just having talks about my own self-development. And I thought, why not start a series on some of the books that I've been reading in order to help me on this journey? Because I think it's a good idea to just reflect on things in order to just make it more whole and tangible for yourselves. Read lots of books. One of the books that I've read and am rereading currently is Atomic Habits by James Clear. I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys are interested in finding out more information about it. I figured that I would do this series because there are lots of things that I am picking up from this book that I think is relevant in all our lives, in my life, and I thought I would just talk about it. I've already been doing these talks about things that are occurring in my life. Why not have a direction for these next videos, going over the things that I'm picking up from it, how it's relating to my life, and what I'm getting out of it. It's actually kind of a coincidence because I told this to Sylvia about this, and she actually mentioned about how she wants to do like one thing every day in her life that's for her, for herself, whatever it is, whatever, floats her boat, just to like help her get her life in where she wants to go. And that's really a big essence of what I've been picking up just from rereading the first chapter of this book. The things that we want to create in life are just pretty much taking one small step at a time and just slowly taking it day by day and making a habit out of it. If you only need to make 1% an improvement every single day for the rest of the year, you're going to wind up with a dramatic improvement in your life. If you just make one small improvement every single day, 1% every single day, at the end of the year, after 365 days, you're 37 times better than where you were originally. Now think about that. Really dig into that. Like, you could be so much better than where you were just taking these very itty little steps that might not seem like a lot in the moment, but when you build upon it over and over again, because as you get better at one habit, you slowly build upon that, and you're slowly getting better day after day and practicing, and eventually you're going to be much better than where you were previously. And that's really a big part of how our habits create the life that we want. You are trying to do small things and trying to build upon it, and eventually the earlier habits, like let's say I'll take running for example, right? You're not going to try starting running a marathon way in the beginning because that's just ridiculous. Like, you'll probably get yourself hurt. But if you start taking one a day, start putting on your shoes, do that a lot, okay, let's make it a little bit harder, running 5 minutes a day, and keep on building on top of that, and eventually you will get to that marathon state. And if you look at it, like, going from being completely sedentary to running a marathon is a pretty big accomplishment. And it didn't take you doing major steps along the way in order to get to that point. It took you taking up just a running habit and continuing at it every single day to get to that point. Psychologically speaking, like, doing these little things every single day is not glamorous, is not what people like to talk about. We put pressure on ourselves to make some earth-shattering improvement that everyone will talk about. And you see this nowadays all the time in social media, in Facebook, in just sharing your news. No one cares that you took that little step to maybe not drink that can of soda. They like to hear about your big diets, the moves that you're making in your life, and hear the big things, because quite frankly, doing all the mundane little things that really grow your foundation is boring and repetitive, and people don't want to hear about that. That doesn't mean you shouldn't still do it, but people don't want to hear about it, and quite honestly, a lot of people are drawn to that attention. If you've been following my channel, you know that I've been preaching about consistency, preaching about daily work, putting in the work day in and day out, and I still find that really relevant, and is very aligned with what I think these first chapters in the book are talking about. Success is the product of daily habits, not one in a lifetime transformations. If you really look back on it in our lives, when was the last time you really achieved something that was like overnight success? I know for myself, I have never done something like that. And quite honestly, everything that I've done is always built upon something that I had done previously. Little by little, kind of clawing your way to where you are currently. Nothing was just given to me on a platter. I did not just win the lottery and like I get a bajillion million dollars. No, like everything that I've gotten in terms of physically, my finances, my life, it's always just little steps that I'm taking, hoping and making a trend to where I want it to be. Nothing was given to me, and I think that's very relatable to everybody, where there's nothing that you do in your life that happened in a once in a blue moon type of situation. Take your daily habits and keep on doing them over and over again to get where you want to be. I kind of want to finish it up with this one last quote. Goals are about the results you want to achieve. Systems are about the processes that lead to those results. Everyone talks about setting goals and trying to hit those goals, and that is all you need. But if you really think about it, there's only one champion in a sport. But can you really say that the people who were vying for that championship, not all of them had their own, that one specific goal to be the best that they can be? Everyone has that goal. There's only one Michael Jordan. It's not like everyone else around him didn't try to win the championship. But it was obviously his talent, his genetics, whatever you want to call it. But overall, his hard work, his consistency, his system of habits, his processes that drove him to be basically the greatest of all time. It's not just about setting goals to get you what you want. It's all about those processes, the habits that get you to where you want. And if you do not have the habits and processes in place, your goals will only just remain as a dream, and you're not going to get to them. People need to recognize that it's not just about having the goals. It's about creating your habits to lead you down to get to those goals. Another way of looking at it is your goals are just like the finish line. How you get to that finish line, those little steps that you have to take along the way, is what get you to there. Kind of rambled on a little bit, but there are a lot of things that I took away from this book, so I'll continue doing more as I keep on reading and just jotting down my notes and some of my takeaways from it. If you like what I've been talking about, please leave a comment below. I'll also leave a link in the description below for this book, Atomic Habits by James Clear, if you guys are more interested in finding out information about it. And yeah, if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, and just share this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Later.